All right, shalom, shalom. Giving all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rakah Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. Sincere shalom to the hopeful elect. All right. The title of this lesson is Most Black Women Hate to See a Black Man Feeling Himself. All right. And I've been paying a pretty close attention to this situation right here, dealing with this Jake that he went on one of them I don't know what you call it, one of them I guess like a game show type of thing on YouTube, right? To where I guess a man goes out on a date. Well, he goes on multiple dates with multiple women. And then he walks down the line and all right, so he walks down the line and those women, they have a balloon in their hand. And if they didn't like him, then they pop the balloon. But the women who do like him, they keep the balloon inflated, right? The ones who don't like him, they pop the balloon. You know what I'm saying?
I need male staff down to intake. Male staff down to intake. They're coming.
My bad. I'm over here at my job. You know, I got to keep my ear close to what's going on the radio at my job. But
Supervisor office. Male staff is coming out.
God damn.
Male staff by supervisor office transferring.
God damn it. Shut your ass up. But yeah, that's the gist of the whole show, you know. So basically the women who keep their balloon inflated, they want to pursue things further. Now, the women who pop the balloon, okay, I guess they get interviewed and they get asked why they didn't want to take things further with the man, okay? And you had this Jake right here, I don't know if you can see him. And I'm gonna play the video in a minute, but this is the Jake right here, right? He was on that show, and this is the caption, right? This is the caption of the article I'm getting my source from. It says, "Plumber on social media dating show claims all this clout chasing got me fired," right? Fired from his job. So he was on that little show, and basically the women, they were explaining why they didn't want to take things further. And Jake was very respectful, and he was very confident in himself. I mean, because you could tell he hits the gym, and apparently his finances are in a stable place because of his career, because he's a plumber, right? So, when a man has those two things going on for him, they're going to walk with a little bit more pep in their step. They're going to have confidence, So the women that, rejected him, he responded in a very confident, not really arrogant response, but just a more confident, sure of himself, and he was very respectful. He even called him queen, which, I don't agree with calling them wicked ass black women queen. You know what I mean? But, maybe he was doing that to Yaikwab, they stupid ass, But, for the most part, he was respectful. He didn't call them out their name. Okay. And, apparently after the show, this is what happened, right? He posted this on his Instagram. It said, "All this clout chasing got me fired from work. Man, I really love plumbing and I'm good at it. And they got that taken away. They got that taken from me. Y'all are sick. They called the company 500 times and are messing up business." You see? So, okay. And this is another post. It said, "This is what I get for dealing with low value women. I'm hurt behind this for real. This is what kept me out the streets." You see? And, apparently those black women, they didn't like his response, and they didn't like how confident and how sure he was in the fact that he was cool with him getting rejected, right? Because the black woman, her whole thing is that you're supposed to gravel to them and you're supposed to submit to them. And I've seen a lot of men on those type of shows with the balloon popping shit when they get rejected. A lot of those men, like, they put their head down, they get hurt, they try to they even apologize. I even seen some bitch ass niggas get on that show and apologize for the woman rejecting him, and him trying to plead with her, asking her, what did I do wrong? Right. But this Jake, he didn't respond like that. He was cool, calm, and collective, and he didn't really care, just like a confident man is supposed to. Because at the end of the day, a woman doesn't determine your value. OK, men, we create our own value. All right. First and foremost, you got to create value with Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. That's the ultimate value. OK, and then everything else in the world follows after that. But it's not supposed to be based on what the black woman says, what you are. And then, that's your value. And you have to succumb to her madness and whatever perception she places upon you is 100% valid. That's not how it's supposed to be. OK, a man is supposed to stand on his own too. Right. And, hold it down. OK, for his purpose and his goals. All right. And you could tell he's one of those Jakes. Right. And I'm going to play the video just so I could show proof. Right. But my whole point of this video is that the black woman got this man fired because he was confident. Right. And because he was sure of himself. You see, the black woman, she doesn't want to see the black man confident, right? She hates the fact that the Negro man is rising up in the ranks, right? Because you got to remember, Eve, which was a so-called black woman, she made a pact with the serpent in the garden. OK, and we all know that serpent in the garden represents Esau, Edom, the spirit of the devil. So Eve and the serpent, OK, they're mano y mano, right? The black woman and the white man are mano y mano. You know what I mean? And the black woman is basically forwarding the so-called white man's empire, and she's forwarding his interests. OK, and you already know Esau don't want to see Jake, with his in his full masculine frame, and Esau don't want to see Jake with power. So in turn, the black woman don't want to see Jake in power, because the black woman understands that if the black man rises back up, right, and he becomes that authoritative figure in the earth again, then that means that she's going to have to, all of that madness, all of that bullshit, right, is pretty much going to be swept under the rug. OK, she's not going to be able to run the show no more. Right. She's not going to be able to talk back anymore. All right. She's not going to be the main focus of anything. She will be under the man once again. All right. And the black woman is afraid to basically fall under the authority of the so-called black man. Right. So when she sees the so-called black man with confidence and he walking around with some pep in his step. OK, you would think that, she would gravitate to that and be like, OK, yeah, that's right. I love a man with confidence. I love a so-called black man with confidence. But no, she actually thinks the opposite. She actually wants to sabotage the so-called black man with confidence. She looks at that as a threat, because that is a threat to her feminist quest for power, right? That she's been chasing for all of these decades. You see? Okay, you got to understand, the the conditioning and the program of the so-called black woman is deep, okay, and it's deeper than what we even understand. You know, they had them movies that came out in the early 2000s, and I always reference these movies because I think that these type of movies have shaped the black woman's mind to where they're at today. You got movies like Deliver Us from Eva with Gabrielle Union, and that movie was based on just a sassy, attitude-driven, independent black woman that couldn't work it out with no man because she thought she was better than every man she came across. Then you had the movie Two Can Play That Game, which was Vivica Fox, a black woman that was pretty much narrating a movie and talking into the camera, teaching the black woman how to manipulate the black man and how to, conquer him as a whole. Right. And you have many other movies like that where the black woman is just terrorizing the so-called black man. So now, fast forward to where we're at today, 2024, the black woman has developed this this mentality that she's above the black man. Right. And that he needs to always be chasing her validation. So when you got a Jake that is doing well for himself, that's confident, that looks good and strong, right? She can't stand that. Okay? She can't stand that. That is something that she despises with a deep hatred. Okay? Because she looks at that as a threat to her power structure. And she looks at that as a threat to the agreement that she made with the so-called white man. All right. So that's why they got this man fired. And I think that that's very fucked up. OK. And I'm not saying that this Jake, he's a righteous man, but it's fucked up. And it shows you just how evil and conniving and deceitful the majority of these black women are out here, man, and how they are literally. OK, they are literally trying to sabotage the black man. OK. All right. It's not even a question. All right. Who got all these black men on child support? Who are the main women that will have a man raise her child and him thinking that is his flesh and blood, and then he goes and get a DNA test and it's not even his child the whole time, and she done tricked him into thinking that was his child? Who are the main women that are doing that, man? It's the black woman every time. Okay? And this is why the Lord is going to rip the black woman apart in these latter days, because at this point, it's intentional. All right. It ain't even her subconscious. It ain't even so much of her subconscious trying, her subconscious is trying to demoralize the black man. She is intentionally trying to destroy his character and destroy him as a whole. All right. Called this man's job 500 times and got him fired. OK. And this is why, starting off with the elders and the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, this is why brothers say, stay the fuck away from the black woman, man. OK. Stay the fuck away from the black woman, man. All right. Hey, if you got to get your rocks off with her. OK, you got to get your rocks off with her. Hey, because we're all men. OK, you got to get your issue off with her. Do that and then keep it moving, man. Do not get caught up. Do not make that demon, that Jezebel, your girlfriend. OK, do not get wrapped up in that bitch's escapades, man. OK, because she is on a quest to destroy you, man. And this is not all black women. OK. This is not all black women. You do got some sisters out there that's trying to do the right thing. So this ain't directed towards y'all, but the majority of black women out here, okay, they are trying to destroy the man that they're with, especially the so-called black man. All right. They want to have ultimate dominion over him. And if they can't have dominion over him, then they'll partner up with the so-called white man, take him to court and, suck him dry of everything he got. Evil. Evil. Okay. Let me get this scripture real quick, man. All right. Is this what I want? Yeah, this is Ecclesiastes 7 and 26. And we all know this scripture. It says, and I find more bitter than death, the woman. Okay. And what woman? The so-called black woman, man. All right. The so-called black woman. Okay. More bitter than death. All right. Because if that was a so-called white man on that show, and let's just say, for instance, them women popped a balloon, I guarantee you that they would probably bow their head, treat him with the utmost respect, right? Even if the so-called white man got up there and cut up and just flat out disrespected them, called them niggers and monkeys and you know what I mean? Even if he crashed out on them, they would still respect him and still honor him as an important male figure. But when it comes down to the so-called black man, you know what I mean? That's when them fangs come out. Okay? That's when they want to sabotage somebody. And that's because they've been conditioned to hate the so-called black man. Okay? They've been conditioned. I went into a video not too long ago. I made a video and I went into the Willie Lynch letter, right? I forgot the name of the video I did. I forgot, you know what I mean? But it's one of the videos I did not too long ago on this channel. And I was basically breaking down how, in the Willie Lynch letter, it was, and Willie Lynch was a slave master, by the way, but it was in his design to turn the black woman against the black man, right? So now you fast forward in 2024, look at her now. You know what I mean? She's a direct enemy of the so-called black man. The Willie Lynch letter worked. Whatever strategy that Willie Lynch formulated to turn the black woman against the black man, whatever strategy he formulated to make that happen, it worked. Okay. And it's still working. Right. And Jake getting fired from his job over a fucking YouTube game show. Okay. That's 100% proof. All right. It says, whose heart is snares and nets and her hands is bands. Whoso pleaseth God shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her. All right. Okay. So, yeah, the black woman ain't no good, man. All right. The black woman ain't no good. OK. And you might got some brothers out there that, they're in a relationship with the black woman. And that's OK. I'm not sitting there. I'm not telling, brothers to, if you got a black woman right now, to just drop her right on the spot. You know what I mean? Because, the scriptures do talk about if she please to dwell well with you, don't cut her off, But I will say this to brothers that are dealing with the black woman. Be very careful with her. OK, be very careful with her and do not let her know what you got going on 100%. All right. Do not give her that much ammo on you. OK, really deal with the black woman with knowledge, man. All right. Because remember, this woman is the most out of all the Israelite women, in my personal opinion, this woman is the most chaotic and destroyed out of all the women. Right. So really deal with her with knowledge and keep a healthy distance on her. All right. Because there ain't no telling you know, when she'll flip and, you know, ruin your entire life. Okay. It ain't, you know, it'll happen at an instant. Okay. So just be careful, because I don't give a damn what type of relationship you got with her. The black woman is susceptible to whatever Satan puts inside of her mind. Okay. Be careful with her, for real, man. All right. Now, let me go ahead and play this video right here. Okay. And, you know, I'm going to let y'all be the judge of Jake's character towards these women. Okay. And I want y'all to pay attention how these women, you know, how they have a problem with Jake's authority. Right? How they have a problem with Jake's confidence. Because when you listen to these women and the reasons why they rejected him, it wasn't really a real valid reason. Okay? It was more so based on, you know, Jake was feeling himself. And like I just broke down, the black woman, she don't want the black man to feel himself. Okay? She hates that. She can't stand to see that. And I'm telling you from experience, man. All right. My baby mama is a so-called black woman. All right. You know, my baby mama is a so-called black woman, which, you know, that's the title that she goes by. But I think my baby mother is through the spirit. I think my baby mother is the same tribe as me, from the tribe of Reuben, just because I know her. But either way, she's still got them black woman qualities. You know what I mean? She's been tainted by the black woman ideology to look at the black man as less than nothing. OK, so I'm dealing with that in my personal life. All right. I've dealt with plenty black women. OK. And a lot of the reasons why a lot of black women will stop dealing with me is because they'll tell me straight up, oh, you're too cocky. You're basically you're too confident. You know, you have an ego. Right. And all of that shit, when a black woman tell you that type of shit, when they tell you you're too cocky, you're too arrogant, you have an ego, you're not humble. When they tell you that type of shit, all that is a gaslighting mechanism for you to lower your masculinity. OK, I've approached black women and, you know, I thought, you know, I was confident and, you know, I approached them respectful. But, you know, because they could see that confidence on me, that is why they turned me down. And I've had a lot of them tell me that. So, you know, that's pretty much how I formulated this understanding that the black woman doesn't want to see the black man in a authoritative state. She wants the black man to be low on the bottom, scraping gum off the ground. OK? And if they see you in an authoritative state, then they will do everything in their power to bring you low. All right. So check this video out, man. And we're going to talk about it.
All right. If we can have your name and age and why you popped your balloon.
Hi, my name is Karma. I'm 24. Okay. Oh, sorry. I'm supposed to say the pop in the balloon proper. Got you. For me, it just did not work. I didn't feel like I had chemistry or I wasn't fully attracted to you. And I feel like that counts if we were going to be going through a dating show, you know?
Yes, the feeling is definitely mutual. So that's okay. Thank you. You did me a favor.
You know?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Glad you have a great day.
Thank you, Queen. You too.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead. All right. We got to pop over here. If we can have your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
Hi, my name is Jara. I'm 22.
Okay. And why did we end up popping our balloon?
The comment you made, I like a more humble person, not someone that responds so defensive-ish. Yeah, that's really it. I didn't really necessarily like
that's
how you
fine.
responded.
Hey, I could just, all I can do is be honest,
I mean,
you know.
yeah, be honest,
I
be your
came
authentic
over
self.
here to,
That's okay.
to find a match that wasn't matching. That's
Sure,
all, Queen.
I 100% understand.
Yes,
yeah.
ma'am.
Sure.
Okay. And I was, she someone that's your type?
She all right. You know, you're not really my type. I don't mean to be disrespectful.
No disrespect.
You know, but if I seen you in public, I wouldn't reach out to.
Totally fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
All right. And we did get a pop balloon over here. Your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
I'm Lex, and I'm 23, and I popped my balloon because I feel like you could be a tad bit disrespectful. Like, how you, like, I don't know, arrogant a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah, just that.
Well, voicing my opinion is not arrogant. You know, she asked me if she would be a good fit for me. If I like what I see, you know, it's contrary to the truth. So
Of course.
that's all I can do is just state what I see. That's not a good look for me. That's all, Queen. But thank you. You did me a favor as well.
Yeah. Also, what I have to say is, it's not what you say. This is what I mean by what I said. It's not what you say, it's how you say it.
Yes.
You could have rephrased a lot of the things that you have.
Okay, yeah. So you seen that video, right? And yeah, I mean, you know, you see exactly what I'm talking about. You know, Jake wasn't disrespectful. He didn't call them out of their name, right? You know, you even had a few instances where, you know, Jake turned the tables on their ass, you know, and you know, they said, oh, it was because of this, why I didn't really like you. And he was like, oh, okay, yeah, well, you did me a favor. Thank you. You see, the black woman, she don't like that. She don't like those type of snapbacks. She don't like them type of clapbacks coming from the black man, right? She don't like the black man being more witty and more quick on his feet than her, because that is an indicator that she's not in control, you see? And you could tell that that these black women that, you know, they was talking to him, you know, they were trying to be nice, but they were also demeaning. They were trying to defame his character, you know? And they were trying to, you know, make him seem like he was a monster, right? They were trying to put that South Central baby boy Jody image on him, right? Because that's what she does. You know what I mean? She would try to, you know, put you in a category of a thug, a violent, aggressive baby daddy abuser. You see, and you see that how they was trying to put him in that box, right? But they couldn't do that because he was respectful towards them. So the next thing that they had to do, they had to resort to desperate measures and get him fired from his job. You see? But that takes a strong, persistent demon to wait till after this game show, have that much hatred for the black man's authority to where she thinks about it, she sits and she ponders about it and says, I'm gonna call this man's job and get him fired. That is a deep, dark hatred. Okay. All right. And for all we know, all of these black women that popped the balloon, the ones that reject them, they all could have been in on it, man, because that's how the black woman is. They'll team up for the black man's destruction. They probably exchange phone numbers after the show. And then, you know, in their little group chats, they probably all agreed to sabotage this man's career. Okay. You know, and you could tell that these black women, they were a little uncomfortable at the fact that he was, you know, he was feeling himself. Now, if this was a line full of white women or Asian women or Filipino women, you know what I mean, or any other race, they would have loved Jake. They would love that Jake is so confident. He got a lot of muscles and he got a career. You know what I mean? They love to see Jake, you know, powerful and, you know, charismatic like that. They love to see that. You see? Because they don't have a dark, deep hatred for Jake like the so-called like the black woman does. All right? That's why Jake is running out to the Dominican Republic, to Brazil. You know, you got that situation with them passport bros. where they're running out of the country to get away from who? They're getting away from the black woman. They're tired of her nonsense because this is what she'll do. Okay? So for all you demonic, evil black woman that's running around talking about, oh, the black men need to do better. Black men this and black men, it's because the black man, that's the reason why we in this position. It's the black man. But look what y'all do to the black man, though. Okay? The black man, you got a lot of black men, so-called black men that ain't shit, that are dog women out, right? But on a global scale, the majority of black men are not trying to sabotage black women. I'm telling you, I know that for a fact. I'm a so-called black man, which I'm not from the tribe of Judah, right? But I would be what they call a so-called black man in a society. And I'm not trying to sabotage no black woman. I don't get mad because the black woman rejected me and I call her job, or I ruin her life, find her on Facebook and ruin her life. But the black woman is doing that to the black man on a day-to-day basis. Okay? It's not too many black men that are running to the courts, getting mad at their baby mama because, she don't want to, she don't want to buy him a TV. You don't see black men running to the courts because of that. Okay, well, I'm going to put her on child support. Suck her for everything she got. No. The so-called black man ain't doing that to the black woman. Okay, if anything, the black woman, the only man that even wants to deal with the black woman is the black man in this time period. Ain't no other man beating down the door for the black woman. Ain't no other man beating down the door but the black man. So the black man is the only one, regardless of everything that she's done to him, he's the only one with the compassion and the mercy to keep dealing with her. Okay? But this is how she treats him. All right? This is how she treats him. And you got to remember, the Most High and his son, okay, are Negroes, right? They're so-called black men. So for her to treat the black man like this is how she feels about the Most High and his son, right? So this is why the black woman is going to get ripped up, man, okay? For this evil, demonic, intentional sabotage of the men of her own nation. Let's get this scripture right here, okay? This is Micah 7:10, all right? Micah 7:10, it says, then she that is mine enemy shall see it. Let me read this again. Plumber on social media dating show claims all this clout chasing got me fired. That's an enemy. Okay, the black woman is the so-called black man's enemy, man. All right? It's three groups of people that hate masculinity, especially from the so-called black man. It's the U.S. government, because the U.S. government is predominantly controlled by Esau, Edom, homosexuals, right? And then women, primarily the black woman. Okay? Those three groups of people are trying to subtract masculinity within men, period. Okay? So yes, the black woman is the black man's enemy. For her to do this, okay, that's something that a sworn enemy would do. Okay? It says, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is the Lord thy God? All right, yeah, hey, a lot of these black women are going to be ashamed. All right? They're going to be ashamed when, this society goes haywire and the lights cut out and the food is no longer in the stores, right? Gas is $30 a gallon. All of these wild ass spirits is on the loose. Okay, the black woman is going to be ashamed because she's going to realize that ain't nobody is coming to help her. You know, the white woman, she might have somebody to help her. The Asian woman will probably have somebody to help her. Right? The East Indian woman will probably have a man there to help her. But the black woman is going to learn very fast that ain't no man coming to help her because of this shit that she doing right here. Men are going to remember this, man. Okay, it's funny right now. And, you know, you got, you know, you're destroying the black man's life. You're defaming his character. It's funny. You and your little homegirls is sitting around high-fiving each other. You go, girl. We got his ass. Okay, but hey, a lot of you black women are going to pay for this shit, man. Okay? Because there's going to come a time to where you're going to look for the men of your nation to come save you from the troubles that's getting ready to happen out here. And hey, men are going to leave your demonic ass out here to dry. Okay? It says, mine eyes shall behold her. Now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the streets. Yeah. So, you know, in the day of all out chaos and anarchy, all right, don't feel sorry for these black women when you start seeing them get their head cracked open, man. You know? In that day, you might see some black women getting tortured. You might see a black woman getting sexually abused. You might see a black woman getting lit on fire. You might see a mob of men chasing down the black woman and beating her to death with some metal bats or something crazy like that, because those are going to be the judgments that she's going to have to suffer for this madness, man. And it sounds harsh. It sounds it sounds merciless, but guess what? She didn't show no mercy. So the Lord ain't going to show her mercy. You see? And when you see those type of things happening to her in these latter days, hey, you better not be on that go, queen. Let me save you, queen. Oh, no, that shouldn't be happening to our sisters. You better not be in that damn spirit. Okay? Everything that she doing to you, you better not be in that damn spirit, man. All right? You better not. Okay? Let her take that judgment on the chin, because, hey, a lot of these black women, they deserve this shit, man. Okay? For this evil that they wrought. Let me get this real quick. This is the last script right here. This is Sirach 25 and 23 through 24. It says, a wicked woman abateth the courage, making an heavy countenance in a wounded heart. Right? A heavy countenance in a wounded heart. What did Jake say right here? This is what I get for dealing with low value women. I'm hurt behind this for real. This is what kept me out the streets. You know, a Jake trying to do the right thing, trying to steer his life back on track. You know what I mean? Because there's another video out there where it talks about this Jake. He was involved in criminal activity. So, you know, him getting his plumbing license and him being a plumber is kind of what saved his life. And the black woman took it all away from him over a fucking a game show, because he put her in her place. She took it all away from him. Right? Those are some wicked, evil women, man. Okay? That are going to get judged. And you know what? Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Shalak Rayam, to those women that did that got this man fired. Whatever woman that was, whoever that was, you know, whether it was them women on that game show or some outside black woman, bitter black woman that was just watching the show that got this man fired. Hey, may Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai destroy that individual and whoever was involved, right? And I'm not doing it for his sake, okay? Because, hey, Jake he don't serve the Lord. It don't look like You know, he's a brother and he believes in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, right? He's still in the world. So I'm not putting those curses. I'm not putting those curses on those women for his sake. I'm putting those curses on those women for all of the Israelite men's sake, for everything that they've done. Okay, for that wicked deed that they did. Okay. So may Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai destroy whatever women was involved in that, because that's just pure evil and wicked, and that's conniving right there, man. Okay. And the Lord got something for you black ass bitches, man. You think you tough? You want to be masculine? Right? We gonna see. We gonna see. Okay? We gonna see if a lot of you black women, that black girl magic, we gonna see if that shit work out for you bitches when the Lord shut the lights out here and these wild ass, crazy serial killer spirits is hunting you hoes down, man. We gonna find out, man. Evil ass motherfuckers, man. It's always the black woman that's right there trying to formulate your downfall, man. Can't stand that shit. It says a woman that will not comfort her husband in distress maketh weak hands and feeble knees. Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. You see? Okay, so yeah, man. Be very careful dealing with these black women, man. All right, they're not on your side. I don't give a fuck what they tell you after y'all just had sex. Okay, and you get that little post-nut clarity, and you laying in the bed with her, and she telling you how you know what I mean, you're the only man she ever loved, and you know, because the black woman is a master manipulator. I don't give a fuck what the fuck she telling you, man. All right, do not trust her. Okay, until further notice. All right. Don't trust that motherfucker, man. All right. And if you can, avoid them. But like I said, I know, you know, some brothers got different situations. Some brothers is, you know, a little bit more locked in, you know, with their partners. And you know, she happens to be a so-called black woman. Right. But hey, like the scriptures say, dwell with them according to knowledge, man, for real, because they are open conduits to demonic possession. All right. And at any given moment, that Beyonce, Vivica Fox, Sexy Red, Nicki Minaj demon could jump up on them, okay, and they will flip your life upside down. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Shalom.